ever. Okay, looks like we are live. We are live. Hello, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Katie Talk 101 show. And I am here today, and me and my co-host Kenya Thompson, my sister, we are going to be discussing toxic mothers and absent fathers. Let me turn this down. We are going to be discussing toxic mothers and absent fathers. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, toxic mothers and absent fathers. And there was actually a post that has been going viral, and it's about a mother-in-law in the front seat of her son's car, and his wife is on the sidewalk saying, "I'm your wife. I go before your mother. Tell her to get in the back seat." And she refused. I'm going to let Kenya take this subject here.
Well, my thing about that topic is, if you look at the arrogance of the mother, how she was you could tell that she is messy, basically.
Yes.
Because she was like, I ain't going no. I mean, it's like it's no adults in the room, and in my opinion, the husband didn't handle it properly.
It seemed like the mother has took the man's masculinity of her own son, and he's in a state where he cannot stand up to his own mother.
Correct.
And I think, like us as single moms, I think that we love our boys so much, and sometimes if their father's not around, we don't want them to feel neglected from any type of love, that their father not there. So it's like we always overcompensate. I think we just kind of sometimes overdo it, but it's like some mothers can't just take the fact that this is my son. I can't teach him how to be a man, but I can teach him how to be productive. I can teach him how to be productive, but I have to realize he will leave the cleave.
Yeah. He's going to eventually have a partner.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And we got to respect that partner.
Yes. And you gotta be, but at the same time, I think it's single women that's raising boys, especially. Well, and we can go on the other side and talk about girls later, because now we're talking about raising sons. Yeah. But I think that a lot of us raise our sons in a way that we want them to be our man. And we sometimes got to realize that this is not our man, this is our son.
This is our son.
And I think that sometimes as mother, and like you said earlier, we spoil our sons and baby, but I don't think we baby them on purpose. It just turned out to be the love that we give them turn out to be babying.
That's true. It just happened that way. And how my boys are, like, they would not let me just baby them. Like, once they hit like 7, 8, they feel like being baby was embarrassing, because they feel like, oh, you're gonna get me to school and try to baby me in front of my friends, and they're gonna laugh at me. So, like, from the time both of my boys, they 5 years apart, but by the time they got 7, 8, all of that tucking them in the bed, they didn't even tuck them in no more. But I still give you a hug, love you, but it was like, no.
But the thing, when we mean babying, it's not the hug part. It's the not letting him take out no trash, not letting him get no job, not letting him. Yes. That's what I mean about baby.
Oh my God!
Like baby them, like we do everything for this. I mean,
we cut his meat up.
Yeah, like we do
take
everything.
The edge of the slice of the bread out. Right. The edge of the bread out.
Just everything you do for him, and then it gets to the point where he become a grown man, or a man, or let's even just say in late adolescent years, where he started to be attracted to girls, and girls is attracted to him. He a mama's boy now,
and he is gonna request a female that's gonna do that. Yeah. And if she don't do that, like, he gonna feel like this girl don't love him.
Yes.
And this girl don't love him.
And then usually his mama gonna have something to say about it.
Every time the girl come around, mama got something to say. What she look like? Yeah. Where you find her at? Who is she? Who she thinks she is? I mean, I think I'm me. Who are you? Like, I know you his mama, but you know, it's time for him to grow up. And, you know, for you to say what you said about not letting him work, like for a while, it's like I was overprotective of my oldest son. And my oldest son turned 16 in December. He just got his first job. But I'm not going to lie, it was something in me like, I don't want him to get out and get a job just yet. It's like, it's making me feel like I'm losing my little boy, you know. And I think that's just a regular feel, kind of like the relationship that a daddy and a daughter have.
Yeah.
You know,
like
that
daddy's girl and mama's boys.
Yes.
But the thing about it is this, and this is coming from working in retail around younger children. Y'all, I'm being honest, these kids are not, but these mama's boys, because they have that same mentality at work. That somebody gonna do something for them. Like, no, dude, you gotta earn your paycheck.
You gotta earn your pay.
You know, and they so like, and it's sad because most, considering that I work in the inner city, most of the youth that I see is black kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I work off university, so most of the people is black youth, and I'm not gonna lie,
they don't seem like they're ready for the world.
They not.
I never want to raise, especially my son, or black if man. I had a daughter. A black man, thank you.
Right.
You never want to raise them where they're in a space where they're not prepared for the world. Baby, this world, you know, the sun doesn't rise and set on your behind.
But it has been, if you think about a kid that was from all their formative years, toddler years, to being a teen. I mean, they always was babied and always was given everything, didn't have to work for none, didn't have to have no job, didn't have to cut no grass. Yeah, they do feel like the sun rise and set on them.
And Kenya, I'm not gonna lie, I dealt with a guy like that. I dealt with a guy that didn't know how to he didn't know how to fry chicken, he didn't know how to fry fish, he didn't know how to cook. And he was like, he was a few years younger than me, but I think he was 4 years younger than me. When I knew him, I was like 34, 35, 36. So he was in his 30s. Mm-hmm. He didn't know how to fry fish, didn't know how to cook. I mean, I was just like, you don't know how to cook? So I always had my mama. Yeah.
That's
either his mama or his baby mama.
Yeah, he always going to be up under some woman. So, you know what I'm saying?
And when I met his mother, I realized why he was like that, because she just and it's like, let me tell you this about these mama boys. When a girl get with him, that clingy mama gonna give you the manual on how to take care of her baby. Don't you give him no bread with the crust still around it. You better peel it off. Don't you give him no chicken and you ain't slice that chicken off that bone. You better get to slicing.
And look, let me give you back your man.
Here go your man.
Look,
here go his bags.
Yeah, let me give you back your man.
Here go your manual.
Exactly. Let me give you back your man.
I don't want this. They
got the rolls messed up.
Oh, they got the rolls messed up. The rolls are so mixed up. And let me tell you about this. And you know how I am. I ain't messy to the point where I'm going to put out names, because I don't ever put out names. But I'm going to tell you about this situation of a guy who I was dealing with when I was younger. I was about 22, 23, 24. You know who it was. Okay. So one time, me and him, we were having our differences. We just couldn't take it no more. We ended up breaking up. We were only broke up for probably like a month and a half, 2 months. But don't you know, I had, his mother was babysitting, the baby and stuff. And she ended up saying to me when I picked up my son, don't you know, since you and my son broke up, my son helped me with my bills now. My son really helps me now. I felt like I was talking to one of his other baby mamas, but I was speaking with his mother. And she very so proudly said this, like she had climbed the highest mountain and was looking out on the peak with her chest out. She said it so proudly.
It's because ain't no other man doing nothing for her. Women like that be so proud to put so much emphasis, put so much into their sons, on what you're trying to get your son to do. Yeah, it's because ain't no other man. The only man that do for her like that is her son. It's her boy.
The only one is her son.
Yes, and I think women like that may actually be, feeling competition.
Oh, that is, you know what I'm saying? With the next girl.
Right. Like, girl, we don't even offer him the same thing.
And it's just sad, like, when it comes to some of these households, you have kids that have to deal with mothers like this that are overbearing, and some of them come from absent father homes. So they're dealing with the aspect on one side, having this toxic mother around at all times, and not dealing with their father, which they need kind of how to push them into manhood, and just a father, period, to a daughter or a son is something that's needed. So they not having that father figure around, that masculine energy, and to guide them and protect them, but they got this toxic mom that they dealing with. So it's like, in order for us to raise kids that will think logic, that will look at the world like the world don't owe me nothing, I got to get out here and work for it. No one will be there to coddle and baby me. And they don't have that male energy that they need to really guide them and show them protection. We're going to raise a very unstable generations of children.
Well, it's in the works.
It's in the works.
Just saying, I see it.
I am a product.
Exactly. I mean, seriously.
I can't really just have a real relationship. I don't trust, I don't trust very well. Sometimes I know maybe I might be a little dysfunctional looking at the things that I've attracted along the years. Yeah. Sad to say, but very, very true. And I just think the cycle got to stop somewhere.
Yeah, it's stopping. I'm stopping the cycle when it comes to our family. You know what I'm saying?
Ma'am.
I didn't broke the cycle. And people don't realize to break a cycle or a generational curse, sometimes you got to totally remove yourself from those people. And I know in the Black community, that's tough to hear. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to
leave my mama.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to even just say in the Black community. I only can speak for the Black community
because that's what we know.
You know what I'm saying? I can't speak from the aspect of a Latino or a white woman because I'm not that color. But in the Black community, I know for a fact that people feel like that you supposed to deal with your mother. It don't matter how toxic, how let me get the words right if I won't cuss.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to find another word to suffice for effed up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, dysfunctional.
Beyond dysfunctional, because some of these women are manipulative.
Oh,
they're grimy.
They grimy.
I
always want to be a victim.
Always a victim. Narcissistic.
Narcissistic.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the worst person to ever be raised by.
Worst person to have a child is a narcissistic person, especially a woman. It's different, like from a Trump narcissistic. But he's a man. And he had kids by women that were loving women. I know dude crazy, but I'm your mom. You know what I'm saying? But if a kid got an absentee father like we had, and then a toxic, dysfunctional mom,
you put out here in this world to lose.
Yeah, you're a loser. You're a double
loser. When you
loser.
have that, that means
you have nobody protecting you.
You have nobody protecting you. You have nobody protecting you. I thank you so much for saying that, because it leads me into this next one. Okay. So you always hear a lot of women say they are the least protected. No one's protecting these women. No one is protecting these women. But in their childhood, a child is brought up and taught, protect your mama. Even if you hear your mama lying, you don't disagree with your mama. Even if you hear her lying, you sit back and you shut up. We were always taught to be the protectors over our mothers. Then, on the other hand, there is a viral status going around asking the question, who would you put first, your kids or your husband? For this to even be a word, for this to even be a question, a topic.
It's a topic because these women do it.
These women are doing it. There's women out here that are putting any woman that is sit up and even question who goes first is a woman who put a man first. And this is the main thing that will have your children growing up not fooling with you. You can be on your deathbed, walking around here wrinkled, sickly, and your kids don't want anything to do with you because, can't. Boom! I wish I had a bomb. I would have dropped that. Shout out to the mom, because she be dropping bombs over Baghdad's over there. Shout out to Millie. We would have dropped that bomb.
But honestly, real talk. They mistreat their children, don't protect their children, do the bare minimum. If you want to just categorize it, it's bare minimum on the scale of 1 to 10. They're 2. They're 2 as a mom. And then when they get old and broke down, they ain't gonna lie.
There for your
they
mama.
Expect their kids to be there. I'm being honest with you.
You supposed to be there for your mama. Your mama raised you. And this is the worst thing I hate to hear. I hate to hear somebody say your mama could have threw you away in the trash can. What?
What didn't you? I
would have wanted to be in that trash can. Maybe a loving family would have came and got me out of that trash can.
I look at it as, okay, that's your excuse for not being a good mother. I could have, that's your bar. That's the bar that you go by. Is I could have threw him in a trash can. That's the bar that you go by.
That shows you how low you aim.
Yeah, that
for
shows
you to say I could have
threw
threw you in the trash can.
You're a low life.
That shows you are
in your head. You a low life.
You are a low life parent.
And people, this is the thing about it, and this is coming from a mother. If you, first of all, and I'm not a person that I can't say whether or not abortion is right or wrong.
I can't say that. But
this is what I'm going to say. I feel like as a woman, if you're not prepared to be a mother, and to me being a mother is
take preventive measures.
No, if you're not prepared to be a mother, and what I mean by be a mother, that means put this little small life form before your life to make sure they eat and they're good before you even make sure you good. To make sure they're protected. If you're not prepared to do that, sometimes I feel like you might as well go and get an abortion.
You might as well go and
put it up for adoption.
If you know you're not going to love that child, give it to somebody who will.
Because there's some people out here that want to be a parent.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the chat.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome just to the talking. I'll put her up there.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's people out here that want. It's people that can't have children that wants to be a mom or a father. You know what I'm saying?
And why is it? Why do you think it is like the people who seem like they don't even want their kids once they get here, treat their kids like they're a hindrance, a burden? They are the ones who can have the most.
Yeah, they can fill them up.
They have the most.
They can fill up a house.
They will fill up a whole house.
Seriously. The worst people that's cut out that don't have no business being a mom. I'm talking about they're not financially stable. They're not mentally stable. They don't have a stable relationship. Just ain't nothing really right. And they'll fill up a house.
They have kids like gerbils.
Yeah, they should.
They seem like some of them don't even need a man to have kids. Sure, they just come up pregnant and don't never have a man. And they be the ones with the most kids. Why is it that it seems like out here sometimes the woman who you never see her with a man be the one pregnant the most?
Because that means that dudes treat her like a roach. They only come out at night.
Oh. And when the lights come on, they run.
And when the lights come on, they take out.
Get the spray out. Get the spray.
You know what I'm saying? Men treat them like roaches. They come at night, and when the lights come on, they out of there. And these women, as long as they catching a nut, that's the most important thing. And they can have that baby to prove that somebody wanted them for a second. Yeah.
If only for one night.
Crazy. If only for one.
Sing it acapella. But that is true. That's their proof that somebody wanted them. And that is the most saddest thing. But I remember speaking with a young lady, and she, me and her was talking about the dynamic of both our childhood. And, we were speaking on yes, that's true. More people do need to open up about that.
Because especially in our community,
it's happening everywhere. And that's why I was talking to this young lady, and she was telling me about her dynamic when she was growing up and how, her mother had different boyfriends in and out. I can remember mama bringing boyfriend around, not even introducing us to this dude until he come in. Moving in. Oh, he gonna be
we don't even know. Shit.
Who is he?
First of all, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say this, and it could go however you want to go, whatever. I've never even seen a dude come and actually court my mom.
Pick her up.
How do you skip the courtship and go straight to moving in?
I never even seen this dude pick you up. Come in, speak to us. Oh, here goes some candy. Here goes some chips. Right. The dudes we see come in, they say we ain't got nothing for no
y'all better not touch my chips or whatever of my
they
beer.
Skins. Because they like to eat the skins and drink the bird. They call it a bird. So yeah.
So like you said, how do y'all women go straight from no courtship straight to let a dude move in?
Let them move in. And drive your car and eat your kids' food. And you wonder why some of these kids grow up not respecting their parents. Not respecting
themselves.
Not respecting themselves, because respect just, weaned and comes from the house,
And if you see your mom moving like that,
you're not looking at the world in a respectful way.
You don't look at the world. Your vision of the world is not respectful. You know what I'm saying? Because the job of a woman is to nourish. These are the jobs. If you go back just way back in the day, in Bible days, who knows? I mean, it was supposed to be the man was supposed to go out and be the hunter-gatherer.
From the beginning.
And the woman's supposed to sit at home and be the nurturer and take care of the home.
Yes.
These women don't do that.
These women don't think about nurturing their kids.
No.
If somebody love and nurture their kids, they see a woman to do that, they're going to say, you spoiling that baby. Are you spoiling that baby because you love that baby? This is some sick stuff. This is sick. Like this. If you sit up and you feel like nurturing your child is spoiling your child, that's sick. And you don't need any kids. Hold on, that way. Yeah. You don't need any kids.
Everybody don't need no kids.
Everybody don't need no kids.
Be honest.
People
male or female.
Just because you can get pregnant don't mean you need to have no kids.
Yeah. Everybody wasn't cut out to be a parent.
Everybody not.
Everybody, if you're not the type that can reduce yourself and put someone in front of you, to love more and not. Then if you can't do that, then you're not really ready to be a parent. You're not ready
to be a parent.
Get a puppy.
I just think like this. It's like
a cat.
Thank you. Get a puppy or a cat.
I think this do better with a cat.
Yes, and see how well you do with the cat. If that cat got to wake up and meow for you to put some food in the bowl, you don't need no kids.
You see the cat.
Yes, because cats, they need nurturing. Yeah. And they need, because like when we went out of town and we came back, my cat was mad at me because we were gone for 4.5 days, and wasn't nobody there to cuddle on her when she needed cuddling. And when we came back, she acted funny with us like 2 days straight. Like she didn't come around till about the 3rd day. Like she was really mad. And so that show you even a cat needs love, needs nurturing. So if you have a kid and you're not ready to do that, just don't have a baby. And then I know it's some girls out here, they have babies. And when the baby first born, you got to rub and mold that baby head. Mm-hmm. You see how some people be grown and their heads be looking messed up.
Because they just listen.
Their mamas didn't even rub their head, didn't even love them enough to mold and shape their head. They score be walking around here flat at the back. I'm like, what is this? A sketch from a bad Simpsons skit? Why did the back of your head look like that? Your mama did not rub on your head. My God. And then he want to walk around with a bald face. Girl. I can't make this up.
He want her a bald face.
Your mama didn't care about you. You walk around with a bald face. You need some hair on that. But a lot of women are just not nurtured. Yeah, like all women are not nurturers. And they always say a child is best left with the mother the first 5 years. That's not always true.
That's not always true. I mean, really now I'm seeing judges are starting to take kids and give them to
the daddies. Yeah. You seeing more daddies out here involved now.
Custody of their kids, and to me, as a woman, like that gotta be a tough pill to swallow. But the judges are not feeling how they used to feel back in the day about women. They really not.
They're not feeling the same way because women are not the same.
Women not the same.
Because women are not the same. That's a big reason. Yep. Women are not the same, and that's why they're not looking at them the same. And you hear women say, I'm not protected. If a woman can stay in a woman's position where she can nurture a child and she can show a man that she can be a real woman, I mean, it all depends on the people that you pick and the people that's attracted to you. You draw them in with your energy. And if you notice, some people with bad energy, they draw in nothing but trash.
Trash, yeah.
And then you don't mind bringing that trash around your kids.
Right. Because to me, if you're going to play, around
I don't know how to, know how to choose guys that good, but they don't be trashy, but I don't bring them around my kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody don't deserve to come around. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody don't deserve.
I'm dealing with you on the side or whatever, or on the down low or whatever. But they don't need to be at your house.
They don't need to be at your house. And then, I mean, even doing something like running to the store and leaving people with your kids, even if it's for 20, 30 minutes. Do you know how fast a person can do something in 20, 30 minutes? Not getting off into it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Especially if you, and don't get me wrong, a lot of times you can't say what anybody could be. But I'm saying it's certain people that don't have a good background. Like, let's say the dudes that was around us as children.
Oh, none of them had a good background.
Guys.
None of them had a good background. And then it was guys that people always heard bad stuff about.
Yeah. Why would you bring those? She would move them in. I'm like, dang, like, I'm a little kid, and I heard this dude.
This guy just got out of jail for doing something
to a kid, and you move him in. Like, really?
That's the kind of stuff we used to deal with. That's the kind of stuff we used to deal with. And being from a household like that, it's so sad that some people will turn out to be just like that dysfunctional, messed up way they was raised.
Yeah, they will.
Luckily, I was the one that said, I didn't want this for my kids.
Me too.
I want to show my kids that they are loved. And that's all we are looking for. If you don't have it in your childhood, we constantly look for it in our adulthood. That feeling to be loved
the rest of your life.
And it's bad that, we put out here like that, because any mate that get with us and the person that we decide to get into a serious relationship with, a marriage with, it's all still unraveled, and we're looking for something that we didn't get in our childhood in this relationship.
Yeah. Just like girls that grow up without a dad.
Yes, they're always looking for approval from men.
From men. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't understand. Well, we understand it now because we're grown now. You know what I'm saying? We get it now. Mm-hmm. We're grown. Yeah, kids need love from both their parents.
They need love from both.
It takes two parents to make a child, and it's for a reason. And kids
need to raise it.
Actually, to raise, you're right. Seriously, you're right. I mean, really, to be raised, you need both of your parents. You need the input of both of your parents.
That's right.
Because the woman is not going to, the mother is not going to be always right about certain issues and topics, and the daddy is not going to always be right. So y'all need that to balance out.
That balance.
When a kid don't have neither one.
Neither
and they
one.
Pretty much raised.
Because you're right about that. Because even like when it comes to a man that's a single father, you just got that masculine energy.
Yeah, you still need a woman.
You still need a woman there, because we both, male and female energy level each other out. A lot of time, the mom could be going through woman stuff, and she could be an extra B, and she needs that dad to come in. Hey, chill on out. Y'all leave your mama alone. Y'all go on in there. He come in and enforce it. Like, I see she acting like this. Let me step in and chill her out and kind of check the mama a little bit, because I know she on edge. I've been talking to my side chick a little bit more this week. She mad, so she taking it out on the kids. Let me step in. Because a lot of women do that. Just think about some single women. Some single women can be going through something with their boyfriends, and they take it out on their kids.
Yeah.
Their boyfriend out there cheating and running around, and they take it out on their kids. So that masculine energy is really needed.
Yeah. Kids need both parents.
They need both parents.
They need both parents.
They need both parents. And it's really sad that society just really making it easy for us not to have that male figure. They're still making it where we can function financially, because all the extra stuff they give you if you're at a certain income and you're a single parent. They give you a lot of extra stuff where you feel like, well, maybe I don't need a mate as much as I can raise myself.
But you do. You need a mate.
You need that.
You need
or at least a good co-parenting situation.
Yes, you do. Yes.
Like in our situation growing up, she didn't even want to co. Like I'm not
even if he don't not pay
child support,
like he don't pay child support.
That's how it was. If he wasn't
I'm
paying
not a
child
good
support.
mama, and your daddy can't be a daddy.
Yeah,
Which don't get me wrong, he might not have wanted to be one. I really don't know. You know what I'm saying?
The situation probably was just so toxic to him. He just wanted to go.
But I'm just saying, I can't really speak whether he tried or didn't try.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because we don't know. Because we found out some other little lies that wasn't true.
We
don't know.
But all I do know is that was what I heard, and that's what I felt. Like, he don't pay child support, he can't see out. But you be like, okay, well, you ain't giving out no love. You ain't gonna let nobody give us no love. And like, how selfish are you?
And then the 1 or 2 times he do pay child support, you gonna mess the money off. You gonna buy your dude.
Yeah, she gonna buy her dude. Yeah.
But you don't take us. You let Granny used to always
have to buy.
We used to always get our school clothes through my grandma.
Christmas stuff through your grandma.
And you can't tell me all this time you always
doing bad.
You like, always ain't nobody you ain't never always doing good. Struggling.
You always doing bad. You always. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
You ain't got nothing.
Nothing. You always doing bad since I've known you.
Let me see your bunny ears. Flip your pockets.
And they buddy and they
really are bunny ears. Like
like, I've been knowing you for 40-some years and you ain't never had nothing.
Nothing.
That's not good.
No, that's not good. And that's when you know it's something that you are not doing right. It's something that you're not doing right. Oh, yeah. And this is the one I wanted to talk about, too. Yeah, no matter what your mother do, you are always supposed to forgive her. No matter how much it affected. Look at her.
You can let her out.
Yeah, you can let her out. She's yeah, you can open the door. She'll go out. Thank you.
Come on, Sheba.
Came out like y'all talking loud. Yeah, no matter what mama do, we are always supposed to forgive her. Like, your mama could be with a man that didn't had y'all in a standoff with the po-pos. This dude had the gun, like you had the thing up to your head, one pointing to her, police out front, surrounding the house. And when all this happened, I'm sorry.
You'll be like, oh, okay.
I love you, Mom. I forgive you.
Like, I'm not dealing, girl, bye.
You almost got me killed.
You done got me in so much stuff out there that I didn't have, wasn't even supposed to be in. Wasn't even supposed to happen to me.
I was in a standoff. In the standoff with the police. No matter what may happen, we must forgive Mom. And if you don't forgive her, you are wrong. If you don't forgive her, you're wrong.
No, I'm right at this point. And now I'm going to say this about white people. And this is from going to different, white people don't subscribe to the same thing we subscribe to. I'm being honest. And this is even going from white people that I work with. Mm-hmm. They'll let you know if their parents want about another mom or dad, they're like, oh, I ain't talking to my parents in 10 years.
They will.
White folks ain't like that. White folks, this one white lady at my job was telling me one time, she was like, they look at it, it's just like the interview process or whatever. What your parents do for you during that 18 years, it's going to dictate
how I treat you when I grow up.
When I get grown.
Yep.
If my parent did everything and I saw that they did their best. Not they said that they did the best they could.
Right.
Verbally. Right. No, I visually saw you get your check, do right by your checks.
Right.
Spend your money on your children and then don't have nothing left and have to use overdraft to make it to. If I grew up seeing my mama struggle like that to raise me, giving me the best that she could, and I ain't talking about new stuff all the time. I'm talking about like for your birthday, making you feel special, getting you stuff, you know what I'm saying, on holidays, that birthday cakes, just basic stuff that we do for our children, a vacation here and there.
I take my son balloons on his, to school on his birthday.
Yeah,
even though I know I'm not supposed to, they keep it in the office, and when he get out of school, they give it to him, so he have it on the bus.
And I'm gonna tell you this. Because no one is perfect. No one is perfect, male or female. Nobody perfect walking this earth. But I'm saying, if you grow up seeing your parent do that for you, I ain't gonna lie, when you get grown, you're gonna make sure
I'm gonna make sure.
Even if they get on your nerves or whatever, sometimes you're gonna get tired of hearing mama mouth or whatever. But yeah, you're gonna make sure that they don't want for nothing when you able, because you saw them. And I got friends like that, and I did not understand my friends that would get 3, 4, like Desiree now. I've seen times where
now they got a loving family.
They do. And I have seen, she's like, no, I'm gonna always help my mama out, because she like, my mama was good to us. She really did the best. She was like, my mama would walk to work to make sure she did for her kids. She was like, mama, she said, yeah, I seen my mama. I was like, I get it now.
We had mama.
I didn't see that. So that's why I be like, girl, you be giving your mama. I ain't giving my mama
a job and started trouble.
Right. I was like, y'all be giving y'all mama y'all ass like that. I don't understand stuff like that. Because I didn't have no love like that. I wish I did. I wish I felt like that about my mom or dad. To where I would give them my last to make sure they straight. My parents didn't care nothing about me.
Sure didn't. And
like and I say it to y'all on YouTube because I said it to them. There's absolutely nothing that I'm saying on this video that I hadn't already said to them.
It's all the truth too. Yeah. It's all the truth too.
I've already told them that.
And some people just don't kind of realize how hard it can be not having that father figure around in your life at all, and having this toxic, narcissist, poisonous mother, and
not having a dad.
Not having a dad.
And she said, you love him more. No, I really feel about the same about y'all.
Yes.
And you can ask. I told her, I'm like, no, I feel like that about both of y'all.
Both of y'all get 2 thumbs down.
Get 2 thumbs down. I'm like, neither one of y'all, but yeah. Both of y'all, I was like, neither one of y'all was good. No.
Neither
and
one.
And then they not good grandparents either, y'all.
Oh, they're not.
They grandkids don't even know them. That's why I said some people just don't need to be parents.
Hey, Juicy Peach Edwards. Hey, she said hey to you too. Hey, girl, let me highlight you. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you have not. And please, please hit that notification bell so you will receive notifications every time I upload. And I was just thinking that I never want to be that mother where I would allow like really, really harmful things to happen to them, and they could grow up and say, you allowed this to happen to me, and or you chose someone over me. I never wanted to be that parent.
Because never, y'all ever, kids, ever. What y'all do to y'all children, just remember, you gonna be old and broke down before your kid gonna be old and broke down. Think about it. If you had your kid, if you 20, how much older are you than DeMarcus? 22, 23 years?
I'm 22 years older than
Okay, so when DeMarcus is 40, you'll be 62. You'll be retirement age.
Oh, yeah.
When DeMarcus is 50, you'll be 72. You're gonna be old and broke down for heels. You're gonna need a cup of water. He gonna have to bring me some water. He gonna have to bring you some water.
He gonna have to help me to the bathroom.
He gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, you don't want to make your kids feel bad. But kids actually, if you love them, they don't feel bad. Like like where I work at, I see people coming in with their parents. They don't be acting like their parents burden them. They be like like I'm happy to do this for them.
Yep.
You know what this person did
I'm gonna be honest, like I cut hair, and I can tell when a person comes in there with their daughter-in-law or some,
versus their child.
Yes. I see exactly what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? You can tell kids interaction their older parent. Mm-hmm. You can tell like, your parent probably was a good parent.
That was a good parent. You can tell.
I say that.
Oh, we'll talk about it later. Yes. Oh my goodness, that is so
yeah, you
true,
can tell their interaction with their older elderly parent and you can tell what kind of parent they probably was.
And that goes all the way back to when I was saying, how can this be a status? How can this go viral and somebody asks the question of who do you put your child or blah blah blah? For you to say that, it's just mind-boggling to me. I just don't get it. And then I went off into that one. Oh yeah, and then I'm just saying like the rate of how these numbers go in your mother life, her priorities. First is her job, then it's her boyfriend, and then it's her persona and keeping up, and the kids are all the way down. the kids are all the way down that tolling pole.
And then when they get old, they want family.
You gotta
family
put me
and
first.
Family and man, if you don't get out of my
Man,
inbox,
if you don't get up out my inbox,
if you was that important, you would have my number.
Thank you.
You don't have my number for a reason.
Thank you. Just like the text that I sent you that she had showed me. And then it's like, I'm not dealing with you. Why would you send these aggression-filled text messages to your daughter
that you haven't spoken to in 2 years?
And y'all are not spoken because of something that you done.
Right. And then you gonna come at me sideways? Like, nah, dog.
You coming sideways like that.
Right.
And then it's like this. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This turning into a little story time right now. But I'm gonna tell y'all this story, okay? Okay, so this was 2019. This was right after I turned 38.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my mother ended up fixing me a dinner and we were at my house relaxing and everything. This is around the time when our cousin passed. Around that, he died around my birthday.
Oh, yeah. You talking about Kenny Wayne.
Yeah, his funeral. So, you know, we had the dinner after that and all of that good stuff. And then I remember talking to her and I was like, I know you cannot go back and change the past. But everything that ended up happening in my childhood, in our childhood, everything that happened, if you could go back, is there anything you would have done differently? What I'm expecting to hear is I never would have put a man before my children. What I wanted to hear is when everything came out, I should have done more.
This. Yeah.
I should have contacted some authorities.
Yes.
I should have done this.
Yes.
And I didn't do
her
it.
Answer? I know.
And I didn't do it. Oh, let me tell you the answer. So I was just telling you some scenarios of what a good parent would have seen. What I got was I was a single mother and I was struggling and I done the best that I can.
And that's it.
And that was it. And I said, it's time for me to cut ties.
Yeah.
It's time to wash my hands.
Yeah, that's a narcissist. That's a answer that a narcissist would give. Yeah, a narcissist could never face the truth. Not if the truth is ugly on them.
And you know what? I took it so well. You know, I didn't cry. I just washed my hands. Like, I cannot do this. I cannot allow poison like you to be in the presence of my children. Like I said, if my children grow up and they want to be like, hey, I want to go over here and send my nana a cup of soup. Go on and give her a cup of soup. If you want to.
If you want to, yeah. I'll never, my feelings are,
I would never.
Yeah, I don't, I'm not like that.
I don't want.
It's just that she never developed a relationship with mine, so mine not.
They're not messed up about her. And that's sad. What kind of relationship did you?
That is awful.
That is horrible.
And then the dudes that you put in front of your kids probably now drug addicts, homosexuals.
Oh, I heard that one of them was seen allegedly with a transsexual at the fish market over there off Washington. She said she had something for him. She seen him back in 2019. Buying a fish plate for a tranny.
This is awful. You can't make this stuff up.
I can't make this up.
In a Tyler Perry movie, you can't make this up.
Tyler can't even do this. Tyler will be tired. And you know, he's all about the dysfunctional black family. You know, I guess he came from one that's familiar.
And that's the thing.
And too many of us been violated.
Yes.
Kenya, we can sit in a room with, let's say, just people of our color, people, period. 20 of us.
20 of us.
Out of 20 of us, about 15 to 16 probably would have been violated.
Yep.
Between the ages of 6 and 14 in these black homes. Ooh, and don't let you be no cute girl.
Oh my God. And actually, let's be honest, these women be jealous of their cute daughters.
They be jealous.
Honestly, they do. They be jealous.
If you guys like after this video, if you go all the way back to my videos I made when I first started YouTube, why is the black woman so angry? I was talking about that in that video. Why is the black woman so angry? And I said we're angry because we're raised in the way we were raised. We are always targeted. We are always over sexualized. Our own mothers jealous of us. A lot of our mothers don't encourage us, tell us how pretty and beautiful we are, because she feel like if she tell you how pretty you are, you competition.
You competition. Just like she can't compliment another woman, and she can't compliment her own daughter ever.
She never
didn't have no friends, and that's another thing. Be always leery of a person ain't got no friends. You didn't live this long, and don't nobody like you.
Don't nobody like you. Everybody you run around, everybody don't like you. Everybody ain't hating. Everybody
hating on
not hating on.
I never saw nothing she had.
What you got? This Jenny used to say that too. Now that's something she was right about. Now that's I know what you like. What you did she used to say? Sure did. What they hating on? What do you got?
What they hating on?
I got all this. Oh what?
Oh what? Like you gonna have to come point it here, take me and point it out what you got.
Point it out.
I ain't seen it.
It's like you trying to
see, because what you get? I mean, you aging worse than any black person I've ever seen.
Boy, they talking about black don't crack that. Honey, somebody done dropped that black.
Y'all need to come look at my family because black is cracking over there.
Black is cracking.
It's cracking and falling on the ground. You see they necks?
They necks.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say I'm glad I got my daddy's jeans.
Oh, he got good jeans.
Now that's one thing. Yeah, I'm glad I got my daddy jeans.
Yeah, because
on my mama's side, man, it looked like they're at least 13 years older than what they are.
I promise. All of them. That's because all that dirty, dirty energy, all that bad energy.
Damn, look, like even now at 43, I look at pictures back when our grandma and mom then was 40. Like I look way younger than
way better. I'm like, what y'all been doing? Way better.
They look, necks all wrinkled up,
looking like the crib keeper. Like you think somebody done jumped out of the casket?
You better not tell them they ain't fine.
Don't they be looking sick when they walk? You got a sick walk. Ooh, that walk is sick, literally.
But I guess everybody thinks they got haters.
Everybody thinks they got no hater. You know I don't think I got no haters. I'm like,
everybody.
Yeah, you're right about that, though. In one way or another.
In one way or another.
Yeah,
everybody think they
that's true. That's true.
Even if, it don't matter where it's at.
What you doing? No matter what you doing, you got a hater somewhere. Somebody hating on me.
Do y'all have any questions for us?
Y'all got any questions?
I know we didn't.
Because I put
this has been a good release. Brother, y'all like it?
I feel better.
Yes, I feel better. Now we ain't never got to talk about them people again in life.
Thank you. Thank you. I ain't never got to talk about them people again in life. Let me see if I could drop this.
Any of y'all have any questions for us? Yeah. Oh, you got to change something.
Yeah, no, I just want to see did anybody want to probably come in and speak on anything.
We are so glad
I'm so glad you came. I'm about to get ready and go on over to Facebook, though. Y'all look me up at, I'm going to finish up on Facebook and just wrap it on up. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you so much.
About toxic mothers.
Yes, toxic mothers.
Under one, and we tried our best to not become one.
Yes.
Y'all, it don't matter who you are, what community you come from, attempt to break the cycle, however you can break it.
You do not have to be a product of your community, of your household.
Your environment. Break it.
You can break it. Thank you all so much for coming in. Thank you. M. Jones, big shout out to you. Unbothered Mimi, thank you for tuning in. Juicy Peach Edwards, thank you. I'm going to check out y'all pages too. Mm-hmm. Let me screenshot this. I'm going to go back and check y'all pages out and I'm going to subscribe to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you have not. And thank you so much. And until next time, I'm tuning out. Katie Talk 101.